انجليزي بس في رابعه. انا شايفه انت اللي واخده رابعه في كل التخصصات ما شاء الله.
عشان محمد يا مس رقية.
طيب انا يا دوبك اعرف اللي فيه انجليزي بس بصراحه اقول يعني، ومعرفتي بالانجليزي بتاعه ما شاء الله يعني. بنتعلم
هي
كتير
هتبقى
بصراحة.
رايتنج على فكرة. أنا سألت المستر سيد قال إن هي هيبقى رايتنج، هيبقى درس رايتنج المفروض إن العيال تكتبه يعني.
إيه هو which one؟
هو البروجكت اللي هو عليهم بتاع الإنجليزي.
نايس.
لا على العلوم عليهم.
العلوم بيختلف من محافظة لأخرى، إنما الدراسات أنا سألت المس فقالت لي إن هو يبقى ممكن تعملي مجسم لكليوباترا، رسم نفرتيتي، يا إما تعملي خريطة جلد أو لوحة خشبية، يعني المهم إن هي حاجة تكون دايمة.
طب هو الطالب اللي هيعمل كده ولا ولي الأمر اللي هيدفع؟
ما احنا اللي بنعمل يا مس رجاوي.
انت اللي هتدفع يا ستي، ما دام جلد ولا خشب ده انت اللي هتدفعي.
احنا جبنا رملة وزلط وبندور على سحال، اللي عنده سحليتين يتجوز.
ربنا
وعملنا بحث عن الخفافيش وعن السحلية العجم الزرقاء، سمعت عنها؟
ايه دي؟ جيبوها اختراعوها امتى؟ اختراعها مع سنة رابعة اكيد.
انا قرأت عنها امبارح.
مس وردة
احنا عملنا كنتوا سنة رابعة عشان تعرفوا رابعة مفيدة ازاي، بتعلمكم حاجات كتير اهو.
مس وردة
نعم احنا على فكرة
مواصفات السحلية اللي انت عايزاها ولا ايه؟
تبقى حلوة وبنت ناس.
ناوي ادور لك عليها.
مخيسة وكويسة وبنت ناس.
Okay, so let's start over. We stopped at the second activity, which is stress patterns. I give my students, they can work also in pairs or group work. Okay, I give them a template like this. It has the stress patterns, the word that has 2 syllables, 3 syllables, and 4 syllables, with different stress pattern. Okay, it can be the first or the second syllable that is stressed in the two syllable words, or it can be the first, the second, the third in the 3 syllable words. Okay, or 4, the first, the second, the third, or the fourth in the 4th syllable words. So here I give them the pattern and a list of words. This list of words can be jobs, places, countries, food, clothes, items, okay, animals, okay? It's all about the lessons that I teach, okay? For example, in grade 4, I think it focused on the jobs, plumber, teacher, carpenter. So here I'll give them a list and ask my students to match the words with the stress pattern. Okay, for example, it has 2 syllables, so the syllable here is on the first syllable, so he will put the word teacher here. Okay, has the word present as a verb, so
verb, second
syllable, so he will put the word here. So here students can do this activity in pairs or in groups. Each group pairs has a template like this, stress patterns, and a list of words. This list of words can be food, can be jobs, countries, places, animals, planets, any topic that I wanted them to put the stress in certain words. Okay, so they match the stress pattern with the words. Okay, so they put the word in the right place or in the right pattern. Okay, so it's a kind of matching, and of course you will check their work. Okay, so this is the second activity. Okay, another activity, which is a stress pyramid. It's the same idea of matching, but in a different way. Instead of giving them the stress pattern, I'll give them as a pyramid divided into 3 or 4 parts. Okay, so the first part at the top, it's for the word that has a first syllable is stressed. Okay, and the following part for the second syllable, and the third part for the third syllable, and so on. Okay. So here again, students also can work in groups or in pairs. I'll give them a list of words, and they match the words with the part or the right part. Okay, so they put the words to in the right place or the right part in the pyramid. Okay, I'll give them the pyramid, and I give the first part for the stressed syllable in the words or for the word that has the first syllable is stressed, and so on. Okay, so they will distribute the words or match the words with the right part in the syllable, and I'll check the. Okay, activity 3, stress button, and the last activity, which is board game. And I really, while searching for games for stress, I like this game. It's a board game. You need to have this board game. You can change the words. Here we have some verbs. And as we said at the very beginning, when I have a verb, I put the stress, a verb that
second syllable.
I put the stress in the second syllable. But if I use it as a noun, I put the stress on the first syllable. So this board game without words. Okay. So here I have to prepare this board game. I have to rise and counter. Okay, and put the students into 2 teams, for example, or 2 groups. Okay, and here, for example, if the dice is an odd number, it can be a verb. You have to use this word as a verb. If dice and you have an odd number, you can use it as a verb. Okay, so it's all about the dice. Okay, so sometimes the students use the word as a verb, and sometimes use it as a noun. And once they complete, for example, 5 words or 8 words, one of them will be the winner. Okay, when they use them correctly. Okay, use the word as a verb or as a noun. Okay, you prepare the verbs that can be used as a verb and as a noun, and make your students roll the dice in teams. Here are the procedures. Okay. So they roll the dice and move through the board game. If it is odd or even number, they can or as a verb and make a sentence. Okay, so they of sentences, for example, 5 sentences, 8 sentences, 10 sentences, they will be this team will be the winner. Okay, if an example like the word present, we can use it as a noun or as a verb. Okay, so imagine that the dice and have the word P-R-E-S-E. And our rule is, if it is an odd number, so you can use it as a noun and put it in a sentence. So I put present. Okay, so here I use it as a noun. But when I say present, not present, present is a noun, present is a verb. So once my students can identify that this is a verb and this is a noun and put them into a sentence, so they can move on and complete the game till they completed the number of the sentence. It can be 10, can be 9, can be 8 or 5. Okay, and the first group completed this number is the winner or win the game. Okay, so again, we need to put verbs on the board game that can be used as a noun or a verb. Okay, and the students have a dice and counter. They go through the board game and put these verbs in a noun according to the dice. Okay, put these verbs in a sentence according to a verb can be a noun. Okay? Present, object, Perfect. Okay. Okay. So these are the activities. Let's remember the activities together. Number 1, the colorful cards. Attach the cards to the board and ask syllable. Identify the stressed syllable. Tell you another word that has the same stress pattern. Okay. And pronounce the word, of course. Okay. And instead of attaching colorful cards to the board, you can write them on the board. This is number 1. Okay. And if you don't want to use a stress pattern, you can use the stress. These are the same idea. Okay, they have the same idea of matching the words to the right part of the stress. Okay, and the last one, the word stress board game. It's all about using a word as a verb or as a noun. Okay, and put them into a sentence. Okay. Okay. So these are the activities. Which one do you like most? Or which one you can use it with your students?
The first one.
The
The
first,
first one and the third one.
The third
Yeah,
one.
the pyramid.
First one.
okay, yes, I think
I like the
The
pyramid.
first pyramid and the colorful.
colorful cards.
Mm.
Okay. What
The
about
last one can be used in preparatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preparatory.
yes,
1, 3, 4.
yes, okay. Yes, I know that it's more advanced game because it's all about the meaning. I have to identify the word and put it into a sentence. Yes. Okay. So this is for the stress activities. And of course, remember, still have exceptions. And it's recommended to check a dictionary, of course, or check a website where I can check how many syllables in these words and when it's the syllable. Here we have a website. I tried this website in many words and it's accurate, by the way. The website is howmanysyllables.com. Howmanysyllables.com. So it's a very helpful website, by the way. You can use it. It's really nice. Just type the word, search for it. It will give you the number of the syllable and where is the stressed syllable. Okay? I will send it on the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Now it's time for questions. If you have any questions.
ماشي.
Okay, so do you have any questions?
No, let's complete.
Okay. This is what we have already done now in word stress. Inshallah, this is the first part in the translation sessions, inshallah. And I want you to share what you have learned today in in word stress. Something you have learned, something you like.
I learned that there are many ways to teach syllables,
Yes.
and there are many interesting games to check them.
Okay, which way do you like most, Miss Ruqayya?
I prefer clapping in my classes.
Clapping? Yes,
Yes, I prefer clapping.
clapping.
Yeah, it's so easy, not noisy like whistling or jumping.
Yes, bouncing, yes. Students will move and shouting and whispering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
and so it's so mess after that. Yeah,
yes.
Are you shouting?
Miss Warda?
shouting. I use it
Shouting, you use
because
it?
yes, I have a youth in my class. Grade 3. Flip.
You teach grade 3?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Again, tell me anything that you have learned today.
If I have a word, the noun, we put the stress on the first syllable. If it's a verb, we put the stress in the second syllable.
Yes, yes.
Word
I like
are-
it.
Yes, that have 2 syllables. Yes. Thank you, Miss Noha. Okay. Thanks a lot. And tell me the topic that we want to discuss the next time about pronunciation or any other topic. We will decide that on the WhatsApp group if it is